Hello everyone, I'm back with another video. I know this is a little bit different compared to the last video that I just uploaded, like literally the other day. I was actually today in the middle of trying to do a Resident Evil 3 video, but that did not go well. So I thought, you know what, just scrap scrap that. I don't think many people like the game in general, so I think I'll just hop on Resident Evil 4 instead. But this isn't about Resident Evil at all, as you read the title. It's, it's a completely different topic. If you do, guys enjoy me ranting, kind of just like talking on the mic to you guys, um, I can make a separate channel to that where I'm just talking my opinions and stuff like that. So do let me know in the comments. But as you read the title, I kind of just want to go through my opinions on why we need more genuine content creators, probably now more than ever. And I'll just go through a few reasons why. I'm not gonna make this video super long. I hope to start this off is when YouTube really started popping off, like it was a site that was very like refreshing, right? For like for people in general, like to consume content, and it was very welcoming. It was more of a platform for people to connect to, share stories, experiences, and stuff like that. Obviously, not every video was like had meaning behind it, and I'm not trying to say that every video has to, but it's like the creator behind the video would, in most cases, be in touch with like the fans, be connect to them, and just have and actually build a very strong community. Nowadays, it's more of like more about viewership, money, rather than connecting with people that actually view your content. And that's kind of why I started shifting from just doing typical brain rot content to kind of being a little bit more on ground. Like I haven't really cut off doing the crazy editing, but I have numbed it down quite a lot, and I'm kind of just trying to push towards something more meaningful rather than just something like sloppy, quick pace, just absolute mayhem of videos, because that's kind of like not really what fulfills me. So, and brain rot in and of itself is obviously just kind of fucked everyone's brains up, and that's a fact. Like the shit we consume on media is just insane. But regardless of that, I genuinely feel like that's what people are missing now as content creators. Like they used to have a strong connection with their fans and everything like that. Now it's just kind of like fans have just become a number now instead of people that actually view your stuff. So I guess people that are already up there, they kind of consumed by greed and popularity. So it's a real big shame. Obviously, I don't know, like fame, like I guess for some people, fame does change a person, and for some it don't. So if you like, for example, if you're the one watching this video, are trying to create your own content, be a bit more yourself, more genuine, not out of spite, just out of your own likeliness, and you don't really care what other people will say, go for it. I'm telling you, go for it, because like I feel like that's what we're missing on the platform. And either way, I already know this video isn't gonna get like super massive clicks, but I don't really give a shit. I'm just here to just kind of share my opinions, and I'm just kind of trying to give YouTube that feeling they used to have. I'm not saying I'm gonna be able to revive YouTube like how it used to be or anything like that. It's just I just feel like being myself and staying in the nature of my own character and everything, personality, my beliefs. Like I feel like that's what's gonna keep me pushing. So, and with that being said, it's like most of the content, like most of the creators, it's not even content, it's just creators. Most of the creators have kind of lost being, like, have lost kindness, like care on the platform that they're by putting content out there on. And it's a shame because, like I said, the platform itself used to be a place where it bring, like, well, people together, like, just to put it easiest way possible. And now it's just kind of pushing people away. No one really has sort of a person that they can watch like all the time, like one person. Everyone's just kind of watching different creators all the time. So, and then they're like, who the fuck am I supposed to watch at this point? So I just say just stick to the sort of influencer and creator that kind of suits you best and is gonna give you a good influence. That's probably the best thing we can do as consumers. But as a creator, if you're trying to do something positive, like content wise, just don't don't drift away into what most people do, because in most cases doesn't end well. But hopefully you guys understand where I'm going with it. Another thing is the reason why we need more genuine content creators is because eventually will come a point in time where AI will take over like the majority of the stuff we watch. Like, and I feel like that is such a scary thing. The fact that AI can kind of get to a point where it'll be able to imitate every single thing that we're able to do as humans, especially like showing emotion. It'll be able to imitate it to a point where it wouldn't be really recognizable. And that is horrifying. Because when that happens, it's kind of, well, who are you actually watching? A robot or an actual person? I mean, from one point, it'll kind of be able to tell with AI, like, it has to run off of like from a script. And obviously, when a genuine person is talking behind the camera or on the mic, 99% cases, it's not scripted. Like, they're kind of just running off, like, off the dome, what they're trying to say, or just anything that happens, it isn't scripted, really. So I think maybe from that point we'll be able to tell, but I guess we'll never really know until the time comes. Like once AI takes over, there will be nothing really left for newer generations to consume, and I think that's a real shame because once that happens, newer generations will feel so disconnected from anything they see. What made like creators and like in general just like someone to look up to is because they were able to be a sort of influence and they were a real person, obviously. They were a real person to like, let's say thousands or maybe even millions of viewers that were watching that one individual. They were able to connect, understand. Obviously, yeah, communities were built from that, and that's what made it real. If AI takes over, it's fake. It's all just like soulless. So I feel like at this point it's probably the best time for anyone trying to start a YouTube channel to kind of start now. Anyone just trying to push towards a more genuine content creation. I would say that's a definitely a good road to take, and that's what I'm trying to do. I still like to post gaming content just in general because it's fun, but either way, to each their own. Another point I would like to make is the best thing about content creators, like in general, is that it was a sort of individual that was able to inspire thousands upon millions of people. Somebody that people can look up to and grow up as they watch that person. You know what I mean? Like throughout years, as they're growing up, they learned a lot. They learn how to be a sort of individual that will have nothing but positive things coming to them as they're growing up, like as a consumer, like a consumer's point of view. Obviously, there is bad content creators and there's good ones. So you kind of just have to be careful which one you watch, especially if you're a young consumer, as it's very easy for creators to misguide people on the wrong paths, kind of portray a sort of illusion of a good life when in reality it ain't. Like I said, I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Because I feel like a lot of people are so misguided from the stuff they watch, the influencers they see. It feels like everyone's at a race without any sort of definite answer that you'll definitely make it at the same level, if not higher. And it's like that's what's kind of pushed every single one of us down. That feeling of needing to be perfect. You know what I mean? People that have higher status. It's like realistically, not everyone is going to be able to reach that, and that's just the way of life. Not every single living being on this planet is going to be able to be at the top. If they did, everything would collapse. There's got to be a balance, right? Either way, I would say just guys don't stress too much on the stuff you see on the media. I'm telling you, like most of it's just fake, dumbed down to make it like to make it all look amazing and everything. But in reality, it's not as good as you might think. At the end of the day, it's still people behind the screen posting those pictures or videos or whatnot. It might seem like they're having an amazing life, but you never know what they're dealing with. You know what I mean? Or the shit that they got on their shoulders. And it is kind of annoying constantly seeing all that. It's like you're not really telling the truth to the people that consume your content. Everything's just kind of turned into an illusion of what actual reality is for like the influencers that post that sort of content instead of just being straightforward and putting what's actually happening. And I guess yeah, people are more interested in what have you got rather than what's actually happening. They'd rather see you at the top of the most money or the most women or whatever it is, or or people just love to see you completely like fuck up your life to the highest extent. And there's no middle ground. No, like people are more desensitized to people that are struggling. They make fun of them. It's like you struggle as well. Why are you taking the piss out of someone that's struggling? They got different struggles to you. You know what I mean? Everyone struggles. Even the people at the top struggle. You just don't know it. And struggle is inevitable. You never know what comes next. I really love to just be real with people and be more genuine with especially with the content that I want to make. I don't think me portraying a sort of like a fake identity or put on a facade, you know what I mean? I'd rather just be real with people, be like as real as I possibly can be, rather than be fake and just try and make myself look good. So I feel like that's what people should actually push towards. Obviously, I'm not saying you have to. If you don't want to make genuine content that's more heart opening, I would say. I don't know the right time for it because I'm horrible at speaking like this. If you do want to make this sort of stuff like content for yourself, or you just feel the fear, like you have some sort of fear or like you're overthinking, like just do it. What have you got to lose? You know what I mean? Yeah, I've pretty much got nothing to lose. I'm a nobody, but I'm still trying, and I know one day I'll get there. And this is something that I said like pretty much at the beginning. Is that obviously not every video that you post needs to have a meaning behind it. Obviously, because at that point it's just not even entertainment. Creators like expand obviously on the sort of videos they want to make, and that's what keeps viewers entertained. It's something new always. But it's like now it's more just kind of like what's trending all the time instead of what they want to do, like the creators themselves. I'm not even putting any examples in this video or in any creator names. I'm literally just saying in general, the majority. People just tend to put out what's trending, what will get views, instead of doing what they actually want to do because they feel like people will look at them different, or they just think, oh, that's not going to be interesting to see. And that is a horrible way to look at content, like content creating. Because, like, yeah, obviously you can post a video there and there of like what's trending and what's not to kind of just, I don't know, like help your channel grow. But generally, if that's all you do, I feel you kind of lose the connection with the people that actually view your stuff. I don't know. I might just be overlooking like all of this way too much, but generally, that's just how I feel, honestly. Like I said, AI is gonna take over at some point. I don't know when. I don't know the date, guys. I'm not the person to ask the date for, but at some point it will take over. I mean, look how much it's like progressed in what, like 2, 3 years. How much has progressed? We already have robots roaming around. Jobs will be replaced. We gotta have that like human connection with one another. You know what I mean? Treat people like people. Have something to look forward to. Like this is something I covered in my other video. Is that hope? You know what I mean? Hope is the one thing that keeps us going. Once that is lost, everything will just keep crashing down. And obviously, I don't blame any of you that don't have hope, like in this day and age. I fully don't blame you. Even I myself, I struggle with it, especially when it comes to work. You know what I mean? I put my effort in and I just get checked out. I just hope that the content that I'm pushing will keep you guys pushing as well towards greater things and better things, and hopefully I'll be a good influence on you guys. That's my main goal, really, is to be able to help people by doing this sort of stuff. And I got a good amount of goals on mind. What I'll do if I like make it, you know. And I'm not gonna jinx anything. I'm not gonna say it here and now. So I'm just keep it to myself until the day comes. But as of right now, that's all I have to say. Hope you guys really did enjoy this video. I know it's not quite the usual video that I make. I hope this video kind of makes you feel a little bit better. Helps you move, like helps you to move your day and stuff, or maybe inspire. God, I pray that it does. But just don't give up hope, guys. Don't give up. Don't give up. Like, don't lose your faith. You guys let me know if I should start making like a rant channel, just kind of ranting about things or about life in general. And or just comment what game I should play next, because I don't really mind. I do like a lot of horror games though, so I would love to hear from you. And yeah, hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day or night, depending the time that you're watching this video at. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Love you all.